I'm going to do the books and art tag. I'm really excited to do this tag. I have a lot of books to hold up, ones that I don't normally hold up, and some stories to tell. And I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat 2 weeks ago, and the original tag is by Daniela at Uncommon Reader. Now, I just subscribed to her, and her channel is excellent. Her and I do like the same videos. We're obviously both friends with Pat, but Daniela is in Italy, and please go watch her version of the tag, link in the box below, because she, for all the art prompts, she puts up the paintings. So, it's really great. So, hello to both of them. And I'm going to tag some people at the end. Pat tagged a lot of people. She tagged my partner in crime, Greg, at Another Bibliophile Reads. Now, most people who know his channel, can kind of glean that he's a art fan and knowledgeable about art, but he's very knowledgeable about art, and he's a collector, and he doesn't talk enough about art. He could talk more. Believe that. So let's get on with this. I want to start by showing this great book, The Work of Art by Adam Moss. This was on some lists of favorite books. I think it's one of Obama's top 10 books of last year. This was a gift, a Christmas gift to me from Pat, and it's a coffee table book, and I'm almost afraid to go through it. It is such a great book about every kind of artist, musicians, screenwriters, look at the stuff. You think my annotations are bad. Look, from Gay Talese. That's a screenplay. But, I'm really hesitant and reticent to go through this book. I'm afraid I'll spill coffee on it or cherry Coke or something. But let's get on to the prompts, shall we? Prompt 1. Prompt 1. Oh, it's also a special video in celebration of Daniela's 1-year BookTube anniversary. So congrats to her. That's a major achievement. A lot of inspiration and perspiration goes into BookTube, does it not? Prompt 1. The painting is Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog by Caspar David Friedrich, a book that explores solitude. So I have 2 books. I do, and I've recommended these before. I'm a big Clarice Lispector fan. So The Passion According to G.H. Look at it's a used and bruised copy of the novel, isn't it? And then I also have Waiting for Godot, a play I saw last year in Portland. I saw it twice. Good production of it. Very good production. So those are my answers. Let's see. Prompt 2 is the painting is Chairs by Raphael, a book with supernatural protagonists. I'm going with I also need to take this one out. I'm going with Stephen King's 11/22/63. It's become my favorite Stephen King novel, and there's a great time traveler in it. And I have another book to hold up a little later. Prompt 3. This is going to get me up again. I didn't get it. Prompt 3, painting Moscow by Kandinsky, a book set in the future, sci-fi or dystopia. The Parable of the Sower Now, I could also use this book as an answer to another prompt coming up, but I did not. Parable of the Sower. That's I believe it's the first of the trilogy, but I know Jess at Stalking Kafka recommends the book as well in a recent video of hers. Let's see, prompt 4, painting. The prompt is a book with a special bond between mother and daughter or mother and son. And I put, boy, I got to get up again. I thought I had all my books picked out. A Confederacy of Dunces, eh? Now, anybody who's read this before knows the relationship between Iggy and his mom in New Orleans. They have quite a special bond, do they not? I think they do. Special is the optimum word. 5, painting The Swing by Renoir, a book that reminds you of your childhood. And I picked Koontz, Dragon Tears. I remember reading this. I've read this book about 3 times now. I really like it. And to me, Stephen King is to the Beatles as Dean Koontz is to the Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Or yeah, if you're my age, you might get that analogy. 6, painting American Gothic by Wood Grant, a book set in a rural area. Now here is a book that I have never talked about before. You might remember it. Let me know in the comments if you do. But the story of Edgar Sawtell by David Roblinowski. I'm sorry, David, about butchering your last name. This was a hit back in the day, and check this out. This is a first edition, first printing. I got this at the Friends of the Library sale when I worked as a volunteer. So, and I've read this, I think only once, but I'd like to read it again. It's great. It follows the Hamlet story. Yeah, but it's in rural. It's a very interesting book. The next prompt is 7, a book with a female protagonist ahead of her time, a pioneer. Well, I've read this book twice and would read it again. I don't have any written annotations in it, but look at all these tabs. And that is The Luminaires by Eleanor Catton. And what a book about time. And it goes, it's told back to front, and it follows the cycles of the moon, and it's a trip. Like I said, I buddy read that with Aaron Facer, and then I read it. That's one book that I read, then I immediately reread it. There's only a few books like that I've done that to. Now, the bonus is your favorite painting, and mine is El Greco. I've talked about this before. The painting is housed in Toledo, Ohio, the Toledo Art Museum. It's a great museum. We have a lot of famous paintings and sculptures there, and it's known for its glass art worldwide. Toledo has a great zoo. It's a great place to grow up. It was for me. And the last time I visited was 8 years ago. Time is flying. But they have my El Greco that I fell in love with like as a first grader I'm a amateur artist, and I'm still creating stuff. I live in a building that has a big art studio downstairs. Really, I won't get into some of the new stuff that's coming up, but I'm going to be doing videos on it. El Greco. The painting's called The Agony in the Garden of Gethsemane. And I just loved it because there's like a line from Jesus to the corner of the painting. And I think, I just imagine El Greco that being his last stroke. And every time I go to Toledo, I have to visit this painting. Just love it. It's from 1590, so that area. And so if you mention your tag, let's see, Jess at Stalking Kafka, want to tag Floss at the Grape Jelly Library. I'll tag Justin at Triumphal Reads. And like I said, Aaron Facer was mentioned. So, and you, if you're watching this and into art, and I know you're into books. So thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Ciao.